It's a pointy edge. Slow day, I guess. Sweet old ladies just ain't what they used to be. The screen really is ubiquitous. There's no escape anywhere. What? I got something on my face? Is my hair okay?
Okay, what do I have to do now? I don't think I have much to do. Probably I can go back to the academy. Yeah, I think I'll go home. Probably everything's fine.
Have you been sitting here all day?
Pretty much, darling. I feel like a vegetable. How was your day, then?
It's been a weird day.
How so?
Well, you know how some mornings you wake up, but you're not sure if you're really awake or if you're still just dreaming?
I feel like that every morning, darling. A pot of black coffee cures that in a flash.
That's how I've been feeling all day. Like I said, it's been a weird day. How's yours?
Exceedingly ordinary. Almost depressingly so. I poked my head out of the door once for about a second, but thought better of it.
What are you watching?
Nothing special. We were thinking about watching a movie later, though.
Yeah, which one?
They have quite a few new releases out. Did you ever see Victory Hotel?
No. Is it good?
That's what they say, so we might catch that one.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Where did you find my ring?
Under the sofa, darling. It must have slipped off your finger while you were watching a movie or something.
That's strange, because I've been keeping it in a box in my room. I rarely ever wear it, and I've never carried it around in my pocket. What do you think of Cortez?
I'm not sure what you mean, darling.
Do you think he's a little creepy?
Oh, he's harmless. That old hippie's been drugged up for 50 years, and he's not likely to come down any time soon. Mickey likes him, but I'm not a big fan. But what can I do? He just sits outside the building, smoking or reading a book. He doesn't harm anyone.
How long has he been around?
Oh, I don't know, a year maybe. He just showed up one day, and he hasn't left since.
He never leaves his spot?
He sleeps and eats, obviously, and sometimes he goes to some revival cinema uptown. Says that second to reading, old movies are his greatest passion.
What else can you tell me about Cortez?
One word I wouldn't use to describe him is lucid. He's always on about some bollocks idea, and you'd never know from listening to him that he's got any sense at all. People say he's quite sharp, though, quite intelligent, well-read, multilingual, and he's travelled all over the world, apparently, but still completely bonkers, if you ask me.
Tell me some more about the border house.
What precisely do you want to know?
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
Thanks for your help, Fiona.
You're welcome, darling.
I'll see you later, yeah?
All right, darling.
Alright, darling. Darling.
Charlie's apartment. His place is twice as big as mine, with a private bathroom and a huge bed. I guess he likes his creature comforts. Nobody home. That's Zach's room. I've never been in there, and I pray I never will. I wonder why it's called a twin bed. Still just shelves.
So disappointed. I hoped it wouldn't be shelves anymore. So, what can I do with this? Rabadaki.
It's a rubber ducky, helplessly trapped under that rusty old grill.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured out what runs. It's a rusty old grill, kept afloat. It's a rusty old grill, kept afloat by a rubber ducky. Spiky. I'm not particularly hungry. It's a loaf of freshly baked bread from the cafe. Assorted candy. Colorful, no doubt also extremely toxic. Oh, God, it's awful. It tastes like mouthwash. It's a sticky, half-eaten piece of candy. I'm not particularly hungry. Nuh-uh, they're awful. Assorted candy. Whatever those pipes are spewing out, I know one thing for sure. It ain't water. It's a matchbook from the Fringe Cafe. Hi, Charlie.
What's up, April?
Can I ask you a few more questions, Charlie?
Sure.
Could I ask you a few more questions about yourself?
Yeah, sure. If you're interested.
That's all I wanted to know, Charlie.
Okay.
Thanks, Charlie.
I'll see you later, Charlie.
I'll see you later, Charlie.
Later.
I'm all scrubbed and ready to work, sir.
You'll be on the floor tonight, honey. Start taking orders.
I've got to find Cortez and get him to explain what the hell's going on. Insane or not, he's the only person I can talk to about this.
Okay, in a few hundred years, when my great-great-grandchildren rummage through the attic and find this book, they're probably gonna have a ball. I'm not even sure if I want to write about what happened last night, because chances are I'll never forget, ever, and future generations will likely be better off not knowing. But I'm sure, now, that whatever is going on, it's not just in my head, it's in everybody's head. Last night was proof positive of that, which begs the question, the things I've seen, my dreams, what's real and what's not. I'm afraid the only person who might be able to answer that question is Cortez. How's that for irony? That in order to prove to myself that I'm not going mad, I have to talk to the one person I'm sure is totally insane. What a great way to start the weekend.
Nuh-uh. I'm not knocking on that door unless it's absolutely necessary, and frankly, I don't see that happening. Nobody home.
Wow, she's standing up. Finally.
Anything interesting going on outside?
Did you ever question your own sanity, April? I mean, did you ever wonder if you were going mad?
I'm quite certain I am insane.
I'm not trying to amuse you, April. I'm really serious.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, I felt like that. Many times.
Then explain it to me. How do you deal with it? Do you lock it away inside yourself, or do you talk to someone about it? Because I'm at a loss here, April. I don't know what to do.
I'd talk to someone about it.
That's what I figured. It's not something you can just stow away and forget about. What I saw, I won't ever be able to forget that, real or not.
What did you see?
Last night, right here in this room, Mickey and I, we were watching a movie, a documentary about the new synthetic rainforests in Mexico. You know, the ones that produce 8 times the oxygen of the original organic forests.
I've heard about...
But I'm digressing. Anyway, about halfway through the movie, like I said, I'm probably going completely bonkers. This room became it was more like a vision, really, and I'm sure it wasn't holographic.
What kind of vision?
This room turned into a forest.
What?
It was like the forest came out of the screen and into the room, like being in the middle of a hollow theatre, but with added resolution, hallucinogenic effects, and smells. It only lasted for a few seconds, and then it all just disappeared.
Did anyone else see this?
Mickey did, but she refuses to speak of it. Says it was just our imagination acting up, which leaves me wondering how long it'll take before I end up in a mental institution.
Something equally weird happened at the cafe last night.
What was that?
Last night, at the cafe, right in front of everybody, this creature appeared out of thin air. Just like your forest. It was only there for a few seconds and then it disappeared, but everybody saw it. Everybody.
Oh my. What's going on, love? I don't scare easily, but this is really getting to me.
Don't know. But whatever it is, I'm pretty sure Cortez is involved.
Cortez? How is he involved?
I don't know that either. I'd love to find out, though. What other weird things have happened lately?
Little things, like movement in the corner of your eye that's gone when you turn your head. And noises, the kind you're not supposed to hear in the city. Animal noises. Wild animals. And once, this was very early in the morning, mind, a few days ago, I looked down into the canal and saw what looked like an underwater city. But as I looked at it, it dissolved into ripples of water.
Scary.
You're telling me, darling? I'm scared of cockroaches, for God's sake. What do you think this does to my nerves?
Have you seen Cortez today?
No, darling. I don't think he's around.
Do you have any idea where Cortez is?
Sorry, he could be anywhere. Well, he does enjoy going uptown to watch old movies in some revival cinema, but where that is, I wouldn't know.
Who'd know?
Perhaps Zach. He is, after all, the self-appointed film expert around here. You should talk to him, darling.
Great, Zach, my very best friend in the whole wide world. Could you tell Cortez I'm looking for him?
Certainly, darling, if I happen to see him.
Thanks. I have to get going.
Take care of yourself out there, darling.
Alright, that was big help. Anyway, let's read. I made myself one solemn promise regarding this dairy. On the day I first met him, I swore that Zach Lee would never ever ever be mentioned in this book, ever. Whoops. Well, promises are made to be broken, right? I just wish I didn't have to break this one. I mean, it's not because he's an asshole, but he is. but that's not what bothers me. And it's not because he's constantly hitting on me either, or because he lives right across the hall and every time I take a shower, he just happens to wander into the bathroom, or because he's less mature than a spoiled 4-year-old and with the vocabulary and imagination of a 14-year-old. No, the thing about Zach that bothers me the most is that he's so smug about himself. He thinks he's the bomb, so to speak. And no matter what I say to discourage him, he doesn't get it. Asking him for help goes against everything I believe in. But apparently, if I want to find Cortez anytime soon, I don't have a choice. This is so humiliating. Maybe someone else knows about Cortez. Should I go into town before that takes too much time? Fine. I'll go to the cafe. I'll check. Yeah, I'll check in the cafe. And then I'll talk to this guy. Fine.
Any nightmares tonight, April?
After last night, are you kidding? It's a wonder I haven't gone crazy yet.
So you're in the true believer crowd then?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, a lot of people who were here last night refuse to admit that they saw what they saw, or they blame it on hidden holographic projectors or drugs in the coffee.
That's as good an explanation as any, don't you think?
Is it? Among all the alternatives, you'd prefer to believe in a conspiracy?
What, and face the fact that we all might be going mad, or that something really bad is happening?
Who knows, April? Perhaps sometimes it's better to embrace the mystery rather than trying to explain it.
I believe what I see, Charlie. Sometimes I don't even believe that. Anyway, let's not talk about that right now, okay?
Okay.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Charlie?
Why would I mind, girl?
Thanks, Charlie. Big surprise, I'm still here. It's a jukebox. It's a poster ad for an exhibition called... Charlie? Gotta go find Cortez again.
Is this going to be a daily ritual with you guys?
I certainly hope not. I don't think I've ever seen anybody pass through that door. Isn't that peculiar? And if I was Nancy Drew, I might actually care. Actresses wanted for snuff movie parody. It's the official Vava notice. The annual Vava need model to pose nude for... Nice. Very Van Goghish. Not today. Not today.
Come on, you have the fucking festival in 2 days. Yeah.
I'll just leave my brush and easel here before I go.
Alright. I guess I'll have to go to the house again.
I never imagined I'd be doing this in a million years.
Well, good luck.
Well, well, what do you know? The princess comes knocking after all.
Yes, I finally realized what I was missing out on.
About time, too. So, you, ready to hang out?
Just do me one favor first, okay?
Well, give me a reason to, babe.